This is part two to why this is my final project. Um, in our world today, I think that there is a really big discrepancy between diversity and inclusion. And um, they're completely separate things, but they work really well when they are together. And so the past, I don't know, like 4 years during the last presidency, um, a lot of inclusion initiatives were kind of turned away. I recently did a project about the discrepancies and disparities in the healthcare system for specifically Black trans women. There, during the Trump administration, there was a change to the Affordable Care Act in Section 1557, which basically changed what Obama had instilled and said that you can deny someone care on the basis of their um, gender identity and sexual orientation. So that had a huge impact on the community that I align myself with. And so I want to do the most I can to change that and prevent that from really ever happening again. It's scary when your rights are taken away because of lack of education and lack of awareness and lack of inclusion initiatives, really, because when you are a white person surrounded by only white people and you don't know what it's like to be an individual of color or a person with a disability or a person with a different sexual orientation, gender identity, mental illness, um, any different way that makes an individual different than you or the next person or the next person. It's hard to truly understand and grasp how this would affect someone when you don't know them or you don't know their story. You don't know. It seems as if they don't exist. It seems as if you're cutting costs. It seems as if this won't be as big of a deal as it really is, but it is a big deal. And even if it only affects 0.02% of the population, it's still a big deal, no matter what it is. If you feel it's always important to continue to learn and continue to learn about the things that you don't know about and learn about different cultures that you don't know about and promote inclusive dialogue and inclusive actions and inclusive workplaces and gatherings and television shows and all of these different things. It's people need to see themselves represented or else they will think that they don't exist. It's that's just how it is. If you don't see yourself on TV, you start to question like, is this am I like valid? Is what I am not something that anyone else is? And I think that's a big problem for individuals. I mean, you hear stories all the time of like young Black girls going to the store trying to find a Barbie doll, and there's only white Barbies, and they recently came out with, um, you know, Black Barbie dolls and brown Barbie dolls and interracial Barbie dolls and all of those sorts of things. But it's been a problem for a long time, where anything outside of mainstream is not represented in anything, and so um, that is really fundamentally why I love this work and why I want to do this job. Um, I think the reason being that this is my big project is because, well, what I just said basically, but I want to use this project to strengthen my portfolio. As you know, I made a portfolio for this class, and I want to use the things that I've learned and the things that I've discussed in the qualifications that I have learned about this job and everything to help strengthen and design my portfolio to be a portfolio that would be selected to become a diversity and inclusion officer. I am going to continue to work on my portfolio, and I'm going to continue to um, do the most that I can to ensure that one day I will have a spot doing this thing that I'm so passionate about that I've never done before. So, yes, this is my part 2. Thank you for watching. Have a good summer.